gives you all the details required for your journey along the Autobahn Corridor. You do not need to worry about the trip. If you listen carefully to this brief, it will give you all the details that you require. You will also, of course, be in possession of the travel pack throughout your journey. You will travel along a 103-mile route through East Germany. This is the only road that the Allies may use to travel into West Berlin. At the start and finish of the journey, all Allied travelers are subject to identity check by Soviet soldiers at Soviet checkpoint Alpha and Bravo. Before going to the Soviet checkpoint at one end and after leaving the Soviet checkpoint at the other end, you're required to stop at the appropriate Allied checkpoint, either Allied Alpha or Bravo. On being cleared by RMP to leave the Allied checkpoint, you travel to the Soviet checkpoint along the following route. As you leave the Allied checkpoint car park, turn right onto the Autobahn. You are advised to set your trip meter to assist you with your navigation. Take care of lorries and cars coming from your left. Move into the left-hand lane, which is clearly marked military. Stay in this lane, obeying all speed limits and traffic signs. Pass the East German crash barrier, under a sign gantry up to an East German barrier. Stop and wait for the barrier to be raised. Once the barrier is raised, move forward, crossing the Autobahn that comes from your right. Traffic from your right should give way, but take care as this does not always happen. Pass the first Soviet barrier, move into the right-hand lane and halt at the stop sign outside the Soviet checkpoint building before the zebra crossing. The checkpoint should be manned by Soviet soldiers who look like this. If the checkpoint is manned by East German soldiers who look like this, you should either return to the Allied checkpoint or demand to see a Soviet officer. If you are prevented from returning or a Soviet officer does not arrive, you should remain where you are until RMP come to assist you. When stopped at the zebra crossing, the person you have nominated takes the travel and identity documents. Do not take any other documents or your travel pack with you. Approach the Soviet sentry, who will be standing close to the small hut on the left of the road. He will salute you. You must, irrespective of your sex, status, or form of dress, return his salute. Hand your travel and identity documents to him. He will check your documents and once satisfied as to their accuracy, will return them to you and indicate that you take them to the checkpoint office. On entering the building, you will see on the right-hand side, about waist high, a document tray similar to those in banks, only the glass has been painted over. Place your travel and identity documents in the tray. They will be taken by a Soviet officer or soldier for checking. When the Soviets have finished this check, the documents will be returned to the tray. Take them and check that all ID cards and passports have been returned and that passports have not been stamped. If they have, return to the Allied checkpoint. Also check that the travel document has been stamped by the Soviet official. Return to the Soviet sentry and hand the travel and identity documents to him. He will check the Soviet stamp and return all documents to you and indicate that you may continue your journey. He will again salute you. Return his salute and return to your car and proceed. Observing all speed limit and road signs, continue to the end of the checkpoint area where you will see this sign.